Hey, how are you? How's everybody doing here tonight? Tonight, I have a great topic for you. Okay, and if you're brand new to the rant here, you're brand new to the podcast. I am your host, Wesley Virgin here, and I go live every single night to help people to make a contribution to other people to understand how to play this game called life, how to become a very rich, financially stable, astute person. And I teach people how to manifest their dreams, okay? And my pedigree is I never graduated college. I don't have any type of specialized education. I've been broke. I've been rich. I've been laid off. I've been terminated. I've been kicked out of the military. I've been to jail a few times. I've had repossessions. I've had bad credit. I filed bankruptcy. But still, today I'm currently worth over $40 million. I run several digital marketing companies online. I'm in real estate as well. I'm a real estate investor. And I do pretty well. And I'm a father at the same time, right? Of three extraordinary children here. And I go live every night here to make a contribution to you. Because I know many of you are in certain situations in your life and maybe you want to better your situation. Make sense? I know some of you are single moms and you want more and better for your children. Can I get an amen? Right? I know we have some dads out there, or fathers, and you're in the household and you want to ensure that you make the right decisions for your family to have an extraordinary life here, right? So I'm here for you, okay? I'm here to have a conversation with you. I'm here to talk with you. I'm willing to go live with you. All I want you to do is open up and realize that I got your back. And maybe I don't know you. Maybe I've never met you, but I got your back. You hear me? Because it's a part of me in every single one of you. It is. It's a part of me in all of you. Like where you are right now, I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. I've been there when I was working my butt off and I was not making progress. I've been there when I was investing in myself and investing in courses and going to seminars, listening and watching motivational videos and watching other people succeed and watching my bank account just deplete. I've been there. The struggle, the people that tease you, criticize you, don't understand you, the people that don't even want you to succeed, the people that resent you. Right? I've been there. I've been there when I was lonely, just by myself, alone, because no one understood the dream that was in my mind. No one understood because they didn't support me. They talked about me, they teased me. They made fun of me. They berated me. But I tell you that to tell you this, that there are so many different phases of becoming a wealthy, successful person. There's many phases. The first phase is awareness. And awareness is that you can be rich, right? Like you can be. The first one is you want to be rich. It's the first phase, to actually have a desire to be wealthy. 2 is understanding that you can be wealthy, right? It's not enough just to want it. You got to believe that where you are right now, that your situation can turn around and you can be a wealthy person, right? You can be happy. You can be in love. You can have the body that you want, okay? And then there's the phase of building and cultivating the power that's inside of you. And that power is your emotional power, being able to manage your emotions during the struggle and the adversities of success. That's inevitable. It's going to happen. You're going to have times you're going to want to quit, times you want to give up, times you want to blame people. So you have to be able to decipher and deal with those irregularities of success emotionally here. And most people, they stop there. Most people never make it out of what I call the emotional swamps of life. or the emotional sewage. It's tough. The emotional sewage is tough, man. It smells bad. Doesn't feel good. Feels like you're sinking. Doesn't feel like you're moving. Doesn't feel like you're making progress. And it's almost like the further you get, the tougher the current is. The further you get, the more sewage starts to surround you. The further you get, you feel like you're slowing down and that you're not speeding up. And unfortunately, it's a very, very small percentage who are able to make it through that emotional switch and to eventually reach the land of paradise. And I'm here to teach you and show you how to do that, okay? And I do it for free on my Instagram here, on my podcast here, okay? So tonight I want to talk about never doubt yourself. Go ahead and comment your names here below. Let me give all of you a shout out here. You know exactly how I rock. Let me give you a shout out here. Go ahead and comment your names here below. I'm looking here. Go ahead and comment your names below here. Hey, James, how are you? Keisha Martin, how are you? Paola, Africa King, Princess Diana, how are you? Hey, Keisha. Hey, Cody, how are you, man? Dane, how are you? DeQuavius, how are you? Lady Laura, how are you? Andrew Gonzalez, hey, man. Ebony from Vegas. D-Bay. Yeah, if you get up to 100 people in here tonight for me, I'll go live with you guys individually. Hey, Winter from New York City. How are you, sir? Leroy Watts. Joanna, how are you? Jutman, Jack, Mary, Amara, DJ Nova. Hey. All right, so, hey, Sydney, Deborah. So let's talk about never doubting yourself. Listen, what I want you to understand is, like, where you are right now in the achievement of your goals or the business that you've started or even your life in general, when you want to do something that may be something that most people would never do, you can never doubt yourself. Okay? Never. And I know that sounds hard to do because we naturally doubt ourselves, right? We doubt our ability to make money. We doubt our ability to pass a test. We doubt our ability to be in a functional relationship. Like, we doubt ourselves that we'll be able to lose the weight that we want to lose. We doubt ourselves when we interview for a job. We doubt ourselves when we're on a sales call. We don't know if this person is going to have the amount of money that we want to ask from them. So we're continually doubting ourselves. We've been doubting ourselves all our life. But what I want you to understand is that doubt, as a rich person, a successful person, your doubt has to eventually dissipate. It has to go away. Right? I know some people feel, well, you're always going to doubt. No. It's going to come a point in your life, especially when you're on that journey to be a very successful person, that you can't doubt yourself. And you may say, well, how do you not doubt yourself? I'm doing things that are brand new. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm doubting. Well, the thing is, we need to understand what does the word doubt mean in layman's terms. Like, what is doubt? What is the process that a person has to go through when they're doubting? Well, let me tell you what they do. When a person doubts that something is going to happen, it's because they're picturing and thinking about that thing or that experience not happening the way that they want it to happen. Give an example. If I have an interview and I want the job, I really want the job. But I say, oh man, I hope I get this job, but I'm kind of worried. I don't know if they're looking for me. I don't know if I have enough education. I don't know if I have a good resume. What you're doing is you're picturing yourself failing, right? Give an example. If you say, I don't know if I have enough education. Wait, you don't, first of all, The only person that knows if you have enough education on your resume are the people. So for you to consider that you may not have an education is irrelevant because you don't even know if that's a factor. To say, well, it's a lot of candidates. I mean, I don't know if they're going to pick me. You know, it's a lot of people that's interviewing. Again, you're creating a variable that didn't exist before. And that's what people do when they doubt. They're creating variables or they're creating reasons that don't even exist. Many of you want to be millionaires, right? Comment below if you want to be a millionaire, right? But you may doubt that if you will, because you may say, I don't know if I'm going to be a millionaire because I stay in a poor country. I don't know if I'm going to be a millionaire because I don't have the right people. I don't have the right mentorship. I don't have the right education. I'm in the wrong demographical location on the planet. Well, I'm too old to be a millionaire. I don't have enough money to be a millionaire. What I want you to understand is those reasons are not actual reasons. Those reasons are the reasons that you're conjured up in your mind about the situation. But listen, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily true. Are you guys with me here? The only reason why people doubt is because they're creating reasons on why what they want won't happen. And these reasons are usually not legitimate and they're not valid. It's just a creation of your mind. Are you folks with me here? Like to say, oh, I'm too young to be successful. Like, how do you know that? I'm too old to be successful. Like, how do you know that? There's many young people that are successful, many old people that are successful. Well, I don't have the right to mentorship. Well, how you know that? How do you know you need a mentor? There's many people who have made a ton of money without a mentor. Does that make sense? Doubting itself, we must understand, it's just you picturing everything in a pessimistic type window. That's it. That's all you're doing. When people are worried, you say, I'm worried about this. They're not worried about if it's going to happen. They're worried about if it will. But I don't know if this is going to work out. You know, I hope this thing work out. Man, I really need this thing to work out. Like when you start a new business and you're like, man, I hope this business work out. I'm worried that it won't work out. You get it? You're worried that it won't work out. You're worried that you won't have the money for the rent. You're worried that you might have money for supplies. You're worried that your employees won't show on time. You're worried that you're going to have enough people. You're worried that people not. You get it? You're worried about everything that you don't want to happen. And we do this intuitively, right? It just happens automatically because we've been programmed that way. This is why even in my course, I teach you and I share with you that you must reprogram the mind. Because you have to reprogram how you think and how you think about what you're currently doing. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Comment the word amen if I'm making sense here. Because I know all of you are going to ask me, well, Wesley, how do you not doubt yourself? You just stop creating pictures in your mind and reasons on why you can't get something done or why it won't get done because you don't know. Like before an interview for a job, why would you fill up your head with so many scenarios on why you can't get the job? If you're trying to get a house, you're trying to get a loan, but you kind of worry, I don't know if my credit's good enough. I don't know if I'm at a down payment. Well, I hope the lender approves me. You know, I don't know. What you don't realize, you're creating scenarios in your mind to support the doubt that you don't want. And none of that stuff may never happen. See, the reason why it's so easy for me to live my life, because I just never doubt myself. When I make a decision, even if it doesn't go the way that I want, I create it in my mind the way that I want it. If I want to make $50,000 in one day, so I created in my mind, I'm going to make $50,000 a day right now. I'm not thinking about, what if I have too many refunds? What if I lose my merchant? Well, what if this customer do a charge? I'm never thinking that way. I don't think about, it's like planting a garden and thinking about the weeds. You should only be thinking about the roses. So we're talking about the roses. Oh, we're going to have some beautiful roses, some dandelions as well, some tulips here. But I'm not talking about, oh, I hope there's no weeds. Oh, my God, but what if the weeds come? No. Why? because the weeds are going to come anyway, whether I talk about them or not. It's going to be experiences in life that is not going to go your way, even though you have all the intentions for it to go your way. It just won't. But what I'm saying is you have a better chance of always succeeding in life in any area if you don't create pictures of destruction. If you don't create these scenarios of what may be happening. People do this in relationships all the time. They create scenarios in their mind. Well, maybe this person doing this. Maybe this person cheating on me. Maybe they're doing this. Maybe they're doing this. What are they doing here? What are they doing? I mean, we are very fantastic people of creating negative situations. And the question is, why do we do that? You know, why do we do that? Why do we create scenarios in our mind about things and situations that's going to hurt us? Right? It's not going to make us feel good. But why do we create negative scenarios? Think about it for a second. Why do men and women just arbitrarily create negative scenarios about the things that we want to do that maybe we've never done before, but we just think about all the negatives. We think about all the disadvantages. We think about all the adversity. Well, you know, what if this happened? What if this happened? What if this happened? You know, we heard the word, like, cover your tracks, man. Think about all the negative stuff and then move forward. It's because we've been programmed that way. And most of us has experienced negative situations. See, most of us has experienced more negative situations than positive situations. Make sense? Almost everybody on here maybe has had bad credit. Almost everybody on here has lost some money, has lost a job, has been laid off, has been terminated, has been cheated on. Somebody broke up with you. Somebody hurt you physically, emotionally, right? Almost everybody here. So the thing is, we're very familiar with pain. So we start to unconsciously expect pain. Can I get an amen, please? Does that make sense? We're expecting what we don't want. And the only reason why we're expecting, because it's familiar. See, that's what's so phenomenal about the brain. The mind itself is not biased to negative or positive thoughts. The brain, the mind itself, it's only biased to what you choose to consume. Whatever you choose to assimilate the brain with is what it's going to spit out. Which means if you constantly give it positivity all the time, positive pictures, positive lifestyle, positive people, everything positive, everything happy, well, your brain is going to regurgitate positive experiences. But if you're constantly feeding the brain with scenarios of negativity, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm not good enough. I keep failing. Why am I doing this wrong? Why is this not working out? Why is my life not getting better? Why they can't act this way? I hate my relationship. I hate myself. I wish I could stop doing drugs. I wish I can get rid of these addictions. I wish I could fix my life. What you don't realize is that you're programming yourself to be very familiar with the pessimism that you don't want. Can I get an amen, please? Does that make sense? Okay. Is that making sense, ladies and gentlemen? Think about it. It's the only reason why you're doubting. People think they can't control their doubt. It's like, oh, I just can't control it. I just doubt everything. No, you don't. But listen to me. Listen to a person that says, well, I doubt everything. I doubt everything in my life. What they don't realize is that they're sending a signal to their brain to doubt everything. It's a belief. And the more you say it with conviction and passion, you know, I doubt everything. I just doubt everything. I don't know why I doubt everything. What you don't realize is that you hardwire in your brain a belief that says that you doubt everything. And everything that you want to do that's unknown, you will doubt automatically. Are you with me here? That's why most of us are very indecisive. That's why most of you don't know what you want. That's why most of you doubt and worry and stress out on everything you do. Some of you live a very stressful life, right or wrong. Some of you live an extremely stressful life every single day of your life. And the only reason why you live a stressful life is because of your inability to manage your thoughts and emotions. And two, you don't think you can. Have you ever heard a person say, well, I just can't manage I can't manage how I feel. I feel like this and I can't get rid of it. What do you think a person that said that they can't do it? I just feel this way and I can't stop feeling this way. They're in a prison. They're locked up. Mentally. People that say, well, I just can't stop feeling this way. I just can't stop doing this. I can't stop these addictions. I can't stop smoking. I can't stop doing it. I just can't. What they don't realize is that every time they say they can't, they put in another bolt in the door. Another bolt in the door for that room to be locked forever. And what's in that room is that old, debilitating belief that is ruining their life, that's creating stress in their life. Listen, I know many of you know the saying that you shouldn't create the future from the past, right? The past doesn't make your future. How many of you have ever heard that before? The past doesn't make your future. The past doesn't make your future. Right? Doesn't. But even though we know that consciously, we tend to use the past to discover and figure out our future. See, when a person says, I can't stop doubting. I don't know, I just keep doubting. They're talking about the past, not the future. When you say, I just can't stop doubting, that means you've doubted in the past, and you believe that since you've doubted in your past, you can't change it. And you're locked. Does that make sense? But I want you to understand that you have the power to unlock it. How? And it's so simple. You know the great thing about life? Most things in life are very simple. The most complex things are very simple things that you have to do over and over again. For you to consider not doubting is just to say, you know what? I'm not doubting. No, I'm not going to doubt anything any longer. I'm doubt free. I'm not doubting anything. I'm getting rid of my doubt now. But the reason why you won't say that is because there's a voice in your mind that says, bullshit. What do you mean you do doubt? There's a voice in your mind that says you do doubt. And then there's another voice that says, okay, if you say that you're doubt free, prove it. Prove that you're doubt free. Prove to me that you'll never doubt again. And it's difficult to do that, right? Because these voices are in the mind. And the voices is just your consciousness. And your consciousness is just everything that you have programmed yourself to be consciously and unconsciously. Your environments, the people that you're around, the movies that you watch, TikTok that you watch, Instagram that you watch, YouTube videos that you watch, the people that you're... all these factors are influencing and shaping your beliefs. Make sense? I want everybody right now to comment right now. Say, I'm doubt free. Tonight, I am doubt free. I want you to comment that below. I'm doubt free. Okay? Just comment below. Today I am doubt free. I would never doubt anything another day in my life. Comment those words below. Okay? Comment those words below. I'm doubt free. I don't doubt. Okay? Because my question to you, what is the opposite of doubt? You know what the opposite of doubt is? Certainty. Certainty. When a person is certain about something, like many of you are certain that your car is outside in the garage or outside somewhere parked, right? But can you see your car? No. You're in your room right now talking to me. Can't see your car, can't hear your car, can't feel your car, but you're just certain it's there. Crazy, right? Even though someone can steal your car, they can break into your car, but right now you have a level of certainty that it's fine. Does that make sense? You don't doubt, man. I don't know if my car's on right now. Is my car's on? No. You have full certainty that it's there, even though you can't see it. What I want you to understand is, I want you to have the same type of certainty about your goals and your dreams and your desires. See, a person that's very certain that he's going to be a millionaire, he don't think too much about not being a millionaire. He don't think too much about any problems, any adversities. Like anything can happen to this person in life. He doesn't really care because he already knows he's going to be, or he is a millionaire. So he don't care if you lose money. He don't care if he loses opportunities. He loses people in his life. It doesn't matter if he's lonely. It doesn't matter if he loses his job, loses his car. If he's certain that he will make $1 million, he never considered the fact that he's not. So that means all those things don't bother him. It doesn't create doubt. Like, oh, I lost my job. I don't know if I'm $1 million. No. He said, I'm glad I lost my job. Now I'm going to really work 24/7 on my business now. Are you with me here? Comment below, I'm doubt free. Like my question to you, ladies and gentlemen, how does it feel to be doubt free? How does it feel to never doubt another thing in your life again? See, some of you don't even believe that. You say, come on, everybody doubts. You ever heard that phrase? Everybody doubts, Wes, come on. Everybody doubts something. Everybody? Most of you don't even know 1,000 people. And you're trying to make the assumption that over 8 billion people that's on the planet, they all doubt something? You think we don't have people on the planet that just don't doubt themselves at all? Come on. You're generalizing. And you're instilling that belief that you don't want. Oh, yeah, everybody doubts. Everybody doubts something. Everybody? Are you with me here? Comment below. I'm doubt free. Like imagine saying I'm doubt free 100 times. I'm doubt free. I don't doubt anything about myself. Anything I say I want, anything I say I'm going to get it done. Anything, it doesn't matter. If I need a job, boom, got it. If I need money, boom, got it. If I want a woman, boom, got it. If you want a man, boom, got it. If I want to lose weight, I want to create a great body, done deal. It's just done. I don't doubt anything. I don't doubt my abilities, and I don't doubt my ability to learn what I need to do to get what I want. No doubts. Like me, that's how I am. I don't doubt anything about my life. Okay? Period. I know what I want. And I know I can get what I want at any given time. Period. Are you with me here? And you may think to yourself, well, Wesley, how did you become like that? By doing exactly what I'm sharing with you. I said, you know what? I don't doubt myself. Before I did. And then when I did, I changed the language. I said, you know what? I don't doubt myself. I don't doubt anything about myself. I don't doubt anything about my decisions. If I make a decision, it's not the right decision, I'm going to make that decision right. I don't doubt anything. It just started by me saying it. And I know it sounds crazy. I just started to say it. You say, I don't doubt anything. I don't doubt myself at all. And maybe I did, but I just stopped saying it. See, it's one thing to think that you doubt yourself. It's another thing to reinforce it with words. You got to realize there's a part of your unconscious mind that maybe have messages that are very weakening about your experience and about your experience in life, right? It's just weak messages such as you're not good enough. This is this. What I want you to understand is you need to say different phrases to overcome or outweigh the phrases that are keeping you exactly where you are, which is stuck for most of you. Stop saying that you're poor. Stop saying that you're broke. Stop saying that life is so hard. Stop saying you're so stressed out. Stop talking about how tired you are, how exhausted you are. Just stop saying it. Some of you just never get it. Just stop saying those things. Begin to say the things that you want. How many of you believe that we are creators of our destiny? We're creators of our reality. Or how many of you believe that we are largely a part of the creation, or we participate in our creation of our reality? Like, if you believe that, then you must also believe that what you say will determine what will happen. If you say, you know what, I don't know if this is going to work, then it probably won't work. If you say, you know, I know this is going to work, I just know it will, and it probably will. Does that make sense? What you say and how you feel about what you say will determine your results in life. I want you to come with the word, I believe it. But many of you just don't believe that, because you think it's more to it. You might say, no, come on, Wes, there's more to it. I just can't just start talking and speaking what I want and it's going to happen. I just can't tell myself I'm doubt-free. I'm obviously doubting everything. I understand. Until now. Get it? Yeah, you doubted everything about your life until now. Yeah, before you doubted a lot of stuff until now. Write the word until now. Yeah, before you would doubt everything about how you look, your business, your job, your money, opportunities, until now. Now you don't doubt it. You make a decision, you're certain about it, you know you're going to get it. You don't know how you're going to get it, but you just know you're going to get it. And you don't need any reason, you don't need anything to support why you will get it. You just know you will get it. You will find a way to get it. Make sense? Come with the word until now. See, you're doubt-free, folks. How does it feel to be doubt-free now? How does it feel to just say that you're doubt-free? How does it feel to say that you have a level of certainty for the first time that anything you say, anything you want, you get it? You know, I always make the comparison from the Bible. How many of you have read the Bible before? Many of you know my dad's a pastor, and you know, I spent a lot of time in church, so I'm not saying I know the entire Bible, but I know certain scriptures. And in the Bible, in the beginning of the Bible, the King James Version, it says that, I'm going to paraphrase, it said, in the beginning there was God, and, well, God created heaven and earth. Like, he created. And he created it based off the Bible, or based off his word. He said, let there be earth. And it was. I stopped there. He said, let there be earth. And it says nothing in the Bible that he had to work hard to create earth, that he had to be able to plant the soil in the grass, that he had to, you know, create the trees. I mean, it just said, let there be. And it was. Let there be water. And it was. That's what it said. And he did it in 6 days. So if we, you know, regardless if that story is true or not, but if we choose to believe that story, that if God can create the heavens and earth based off his words, his voice, based off his intention, why can't we do the same thing for our lives? Just think about it for a second. Like, why can't we? This can be a theory, right? If we believe in the theory of God, I know some of you don't believe in the Bible, I get it. You know, some of you question it, you know, and it's okay to question it, right? This is how you get an understanding about things. You shouldn't just believe things immediately. You should question everything. But say if we choose to believe that God did indeed create earth, that he said, let there be this, let there be this, let there be man, and it happened. Then if we choose to believe that, then what if we further assume that we have the same power? Why? Because it says in the Bible that God made man in his image. So that means if God made man in his image, that means he made God like him. I mean, that's what it said in the Bible. So if we believe that, we can further assume that we have God's potential power, which means it's just like my son. My son has potential. He has power, but it's potential power, which means it has to be cultivated. He has to learn. He has to work. He has to study. Right? So what if the potential power that we've been given by God, all we need to do is cultivate it and have faith and believe that the same thing that your God did that you can do too one day. Maybe today you can't do it. Maybe you might say, let there be millions of dollars. It don't happen tomorrow. Maybe you say, let there be a beautiful woman in my life tomorrow. It don't happen. Let there be a beautiful man. I want to get married next year. A beautiful husband in my life. Maybe it doesn't happen. Make sense? But just because it doesn't happen doesn't mean that it can't happen. Can. But it has to be cultivated. You get it? Which means is, one, you got to believe it. Two, you got to work on it. Why? Because of your doubt that you imprinted and installed in your mind. You might say, well, come on, you just can't say let there be something and it just happen. Why? Right? Have you ever said that you're going to do something, that you're going to get something, that you're going to get somebody or get some experience and it worked out? You ever said that? So you know what? I'm going to get this. This is going to happen. I want this. I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it. It's already done. And you got it. So you don't believe that a part of you getting that wasn't based off of your intention? That when it was time for you to perform, you performed well based off your desire and your intention because of your level of certainty? I've seen it happen all the time. I've seen people who wasn't that great, wasn't that skilled, but they had a level of certainty that they was going to get a job, and they get the job over the guy that was very skilled. That's the story of my life. I used to always get the job. Whenever I would interview, I would always get the job. Only because I had a level of certainty. It's not that I was the smartest man there. Obviously, there was other men that were more experienced and more smarter than me about computer engineering. But I just had a level of certainty that I was going to get the job, period. And they felt that on the other end of that table. Now, see if you're like that about your dreams and goals. You know, one thing that people don't understand about their dreams and goals, the people that achieve their dreams and goals, they stop thinking about them so much. You know, when you set an intention, you don't have to continue to think about it. Because the problem is you're not thinking about the achievement of it. You're thinking about, is it going to happen? You get it? I don't have to think about if my refrigerator is outside right now. Or I don't have to think about if my couch is in the living room right now. It's there. I don't have to think about it. When I wake up tomorrow, open the door, it's going to be right there. And if it's not, I deal with it then. You don't deal with it before. It makes sense? See, many of you are trying to deal with an outcome on a solution before it even happens. You can't wait, stay in your bed all night. Oh my God, I hope my couch is there. I hope nobody robbed my place. I hope nobody burglarized my car. I'm in my bed. I hope they don't do that. Oh my God, I hope nobody does that. And what you don't realize that you're emitting a frequency that may cause something to happen to your vehicle. Does that make sense? Your thoughts, listen to me, folks. Your thoughts and how you feel about your thoughts are powerful. I know some of you, it's hard for you to believe in manifestation. You know, you ever just was thinking about a person? You know, you was just thinking about a person. Then all of a sudden that person texts you. Be honest. You ever thought about a person and all of a sudden, boom, they call you on the phone. You think about a person and boom, you see that person. It happened to me this, like I understand it so well. I actually use it on purpose now. Like if I want to see somebody, I create, I think about it. Everybody can contest that this has happened to them in their life. So this proves the fact that our thoughts are actual, it's energy, it's frequency. This is real. You can't see it. You can't see your Wi-Fi signal, but you know it's there because you're connected to the internet. So why not think and understand that your thoughts are real? Like it's actually a frequency. I can say something to you folks right now that can make you laugh. I can say something to you folks right now that will make you cry. I can say something to you folks right now that will make you feel inspired. I can say, you know what? I love you so much. I care about you. All of you. I love you because you haven't given up, because you're still in this thing every single day of your life. You are doing your best to expect the best for you and your family. Did you not feel that? How many of you felt love from me, genuine love? And I really meant that. You felt that, right? Well, how did you feel that? I'm in Houston, Texas, in my bed in a high rise, on the top floor, relaxing in my beautiful bed here, under my sheets, under my weighted blanket here, right? But yet you can feel that even in Africa, in Canada, California, you can feel that, correct? Yeah. Because words are powerful. It's a frequency. Okay? And it's fast. Are you with me here, ladies and gentlemen? Saying, look, I feel it all the way from Byron. Exactly. So if you're able to feel that, then why would we argue that our thoughts and how we feel about our thoughts is not real? Because if I can get you to believe that, then you'll understand that tomorrow morning when you wake up, you will begin to create your life. That's what I do. Like I just create my day. I think about it. I think about what I want to do. And then I feel grateful that those things are already taking place. Because it's a frequency. I may say, you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to make $300,000. And I feel good about that. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up. I'm going to feel real good. All my clothes are going to be packed, getting ready for vacation. My daughter's going to make it here safely. So grateful about that as well. I'm grateful that every positive experience, every positive opportunity, every positive person is just flowing into my life right now on autopilot. I'm so grateful that all my employees, they're getting exactly what they want, and they are getting what they want now. They're making money, they're making sales, they're excited, they're happy. Tomorrow I'm making a huge impact in hundreds of millions of people's lives. You see what I'm doing here? I'm creating. Okay, I'm creating. These are not just arbitrary commands and directives. I'm truly creating the life that I want. Now, if I do that, say tonight, and then I wake up tomorrow and I do it again, if it doesn't happen the way that I want it to happen, it doesn't mean it's not working, folks. Hello? How many of you had a radio that you had to tune properly? You know, you ever had one of those old radios and you had one of those turn knobs and you had to turn it just right to get the right frequency or get the right radio channel? Because before you hear that static, you hear that, you hear that static, you hear the music, hear the static. You know what I mean? All I do is win, no matter what, no matter on your mind, never, right? Well, it's because you're trying to find the frequency. So listen, when you're stating and speaking what you want, you're finding the frequency. The frequency is how you feel. Because many of you are saying things, but you just don't believe it. And you can tell you don't believe it because you don't feel it. You might say, I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow, but you don't feel like you will be. Get it? You may say tomorrow everything's going to go well, but you don't feel like it will. You feel like it's going to be like yesterday. Or some of you might say, well, I hope tomorrow's going to be a good day. Hope? That means there's a chance that it won't be. You get it? You got to say tomorrow's going to be the best day of my life. Why? Because I'm going to make a lot of money. Why? Because I'm going to meet the lover of my dreams. Why? Because I'm going to help over 100 million people. Why? Because I'm going to feed people. Does that make sense? You got to speak what you want. You got to feel as if it is and will happen. So that goes back to that frequency. You're trying to tune your station, which is your thoughts and how you feel about your thoughts, to be perfect so you can hear the music that you want to hear, which is all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Money on my mind, I don't really give a... Then I say that. Makes sense? Now you're tuning to the frequency that is perfect. And now when you begin to say, you know what, tomorrow I'm going to get that job. Boom, you got it. Tomorrow I'm going to sell 1,000 units of my product, and you do it. Tomorrow I'm going to meet salespeople that's going to come into my business automatically, and they're going to sell millions of dollars a month, and it happens. Tomorrow I'm going to launch my product, and we're going to do over 500,000 sales in 1 month, and it happens. Tomorrow I'm going to attract this beautiful woman, this beautiful man in my life. It's going to be exactly how I want him. She's going to be exactly how I want him, and it happens. Does that make sense? I mean, that's my life. Now you understand why I don't doubt. I can't afford to doubt. I don't know what doubt is because I always get what I want. See, I have a belief, me personally, I have a belief somewhere in my brain that I always get what I want. Always. Always. And you might say, Wesley, how can you always get what you want? No one gets always. No one always get what they want. What you have to understand, that what you just said is a belief as well. People that say, well, you can't always get what you want. Really? That's a belief. What if you could get all what you want always? You just always get what you want. See, the issue with people, it's very difficult for them to believe that because they want things at a certain time. But I don't care about the time. I don't care how long it takes to get me what I want as long as I get it. You get it? See, the key about manifesting and understanding this whole metaphysical process of getting what you want is patience. And the reason why I'm talking about the word patience, because you have to realize that time itself doesn't really exist in the fifth dimensional world, like in the spirit world, which is the world in your mind. It doesn't even exist. You can imagine something that is so clear in your mind, and maybe it never existed in the physical world, but it's happening in your mind. Do you not know that your mind will believe and interpret that experience as something that's real, even though it never happened in the physical world? Are you with me here? Folks, are you getting value here tonight? Comment the word value if you're getting value here. I just want to make sure you're still here. Hey, wake up. Comment the word value if you're getting value right now. Okay? And, pause for a second. Can you imagine the people that work for me? They get this type of training from me. Imagine if you was a part of my team. See, people, listen, when people work for me, it's just not to make money. Okay? Of course, people want to make money with me, but it's far more than making money. When you work for me, you're going to create a new you. You're going to become a very powerful person because you're going to tap into the same power that I'm tapped into because I'm going to teach it to you. When I had my mastermind in Colombia, I taught my team this stuff. Some believe it. Some it's hard for them to believe it. Some want to believe it. But I understand because I'm patient through the repetition of training them. Eventually, they just get it unconsciously. Make sense? Okay? So what's happening right now with you, some of you might not believe everything that I'm sharing with you. Some of you may want to believe it. Like you may really want to believe this. But, it's a part of you that just can't. It's hard to believe this because it's not a part of your paradigm. It just doesn't match up properly here. But what I want you to understand, and I want you to listen to me very closely right now, is that if you continue to listen, if you continue to absorb this information, if you continue to lay down, relax, and listen to every word that I share on these rants for free, eventually your mind will believe exactly what you want it to believe. See, that's the great thing about planting the seed in the garden. No one knows when the seed is going to break down ground. Okay? Like no one knows when that seed or that stem is going to protrude through that ground. No one knows. We have no clue. But all we know is that one day it will. We know if we water it, if we take care of the soil, it will. And what I want you to understand is you listening to these rants. This is like you watering the ground that your seed is covered by, the soil. Okay? You're watering it. When you listen to this, your mind is taking it in. Taking it in. Every day, taking it in. Until one day, The tree is there. See, that's why you say you can't watch a boiling pot boil, right? If you just sit there and you have it on low, it's just hard. You're like, oh my God. A pot is going to boil when you just stop thinking about it. You just know it's going to happen. You go do something else, you come back, it's boiling over, right? You don't watch it. But many of you, that's what you're doing in your life. You're just sitting there watching, waiting for something to happen, waiting for the progress. When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And what I'm telling you is you're going to just be sitting there for a very long time. Because what's happening, what's working is working in your favor, which means you don't need to watch it. You need to trust. You need to have faith. You need to educate yourself. See, this is what I do well. I do very well in explaining these type of very controversial at times and very interesting topics that are not so pervasive on the planet about manifestation, metaphysical, epigenetic. All this stuff is just not the norm. So I do a great job in explaining it to you because I know once I get you to believe it now, it's game over for you. When I say game over, I mean that in a good way. You'll start to speak exactly what you want. You'll never doubt anything in your life. You'll be able to embrace positivity. You embrace negativity. You embrace success. You embrace failure. You embrace the good times and the bad times. You will understand that there's a blessing in everything that you do. Everything that you do, every moment is a lesson. It's a blessing that's going to work in your favor. Can I get an amen, please? I know it's Sunday midnight here, but I'm getting excited right now. And I'm getting excited because many of you are having a breakthrough right now. I can tell. Some of you are like, I got it. He's right. I need to begin and realize I don't have to doubt anymore. I don't have to worry. I don't have to. See, that's what I want you to understand. I understand that you are worried and that you are stressed, but you don't have to. You don't have to because now you understand it. Are you with me here? You understand it. What is stress? What is disappointment? What is depression? It's just pictures. It's thoughts. Disempowering thoughts that you're creating in your mind. And it happens very quickly. This is why if you want to be successful, you can't hang around failures. If you want to be rich, you can't hang around poor people. Not just because they're poor or they're inferior people. It's just their language is different. You get it? Poor and average people have different type of language. Poor and average people, they always doubt themselves. They doubt their abilities. Poor and average people always making excuses. They always justify where they are. Always. It's natural for them. It's instinctive. And what I want you to understand, if you remain in those type of environments, it doesn't matter how much willpower you have. It doesn't matter how bad you want something. It'll never happen for you because the environment is just too powerful. Because there are things that are happening unconsciously that you're just not aware of. Makes sense? Conversation that you're hearing that you think that doesn't matter. It does. It matters. When someone tell you, hey, man, I know you left your job. I mean, you need to go back to that job, man. Go back, man. You got kids. You got children. It's not working out. You've been running this business for a year. You're not making any money. You just lost your car. You had a repo. I got a job here waiting for you. $20 an hour, man. Just get the job. Work for a little while, then quit and go back to the business. And see, if somebody tells you that, you might say, that makes sense. But you don't realize that's wrong. That's not what a successful entrepreneur would advise that they wouldn't give you that type of advice. They would say, stick it out. Find a way. But don't go back. You with me here? Come with the word amen if that makes sense to you. How many of you right now in this moment understand that you no longer doubt yourself? You get it now? That you don't need to doubt yourself. Listen, if you want to doubt yourself, you can, but you don't have to at all. You can just have certainty. And certainty doesn't have to be based off of reasons. Like you don't have to have supporting factors and supporting reasons why you think a certain way. Listen, you maybe want to play basketball. You've never played a day in your life, but you can say that you're the best basketball player on the planet. You say, man, I'm going to dominate you. You've never played, though. You say, I'm going to dominate you if you want to play. You can just say that. And even though you're trash, But it doesn't matter. The level of certainty may give you a better opportunity to possibly win than to say, oh, I don't know, I'm not good enough. I don't know, I never did that before. I don't know I'm going to do well. I'm going to mess up. I'm going to fail. I'm going to lose the race. But you don't realize you're not even giving yourself a chance to succeed because you don't believe. You're just too stuck in the physical realm. And the physical realm is the realm that what we call reality. Well, I know I'm not good, Wes. I never played before. Well, Wes, I don't know how to do this, man. I don't know how to run ads on Facebook. Never did it before. I know how to create a digital company. I never did it before. I don't know how to manifest. I never did it before. I never did it before. Just because you never did it before doesn't mean that you can do it. You get it? See, this is the separation between the physical and the spiritual world. Just because you never did it before doesn't mean that you can't do it. There's many people that have tried to jump over a certain thing like a hurdle. And you have one kid that say, I can't jump that hurdle, and he doesn't. Another kid never jumped a hurdle before and said, I can do it, and he does it. What was the difference? What was the difference? It was just the belief of the kid. That's it. In his mind, in one kid's mind, he pictured himself jumping over the hurdle. The other kid, he pictured himself falling on his butt. That's it. See the difference? Are you getting value here tonight? Come on, I'm on fire. I know I'm on fire tonight. Let's go. High energy, high income. Let's go, baby. Okay? Any questions for me here? Okay, any questions here? I'm pretty sure all of you realize that you need to listen to this again, correct? Yes or yes? You realize that you need to listen to this again. The more you listen to this, you won't doubt yourself. I'm telling you, you'll listen to it again and you say, wow, you know what? I don't doubt myself. I don't have to. I'm just going to picture everything that I want, and I'm going to picture it going the way that I want it to go. And if it doesn't go the way that I want, it doesn't mean that it's not working. All it means is it's just not time for that plant or that rose to break ground. I'm just going to do it again. A person doesn't go outside and water a plant or water a seed and come back water on a Monday, come back on a Tuesday expecting a flower. If he doesn't see a flower on Tuesday, he just water the soil again. That's it. He just waters the soil again, man. He just continue to do it until it grows. It's powerful, right? That's all you have to do. Continue to listen. Because you may say, well, Wesley, I still doubt myself a little bit. I still doubt myself. Well, how do you know you still doubt yourself? Well, I just know I do. I can feel it. Well, I said, let me ask you a question. How does it feel not to doubt yourself? Mm-hmm. Like, how does it feel not to doubt yourself? I do this with people that say I'm not confident. They say, oh, I'm not confident. Well, how do you know you're not confident? Well, I doubt myself. I procrastinate. Well, let me ask you another question. How does it feel to be confident? How would that feel? Imagine if you were confident right now. Like, how would that feel? Oh, I feel good. Well, how about you feel good right now about being confident? Just play with me. Just have fun. Just feel good about being confident now. How would you stand? How would you speak? How would you talk? And before you know it, this person is confident all of a sudden. And you're like, what was the difference? It's not magic, folks. It's just the questions, right? Because most people don't really know why they think the way that they think. They don't know. They have no clue. They just don't know. They don't know why they procrastinate. They don't know why they can't get it. They don't know why they can't make decisions. They don't know why they don't know what they want. They don't know. I get it. Because you need a man like me to explain it to you. And I'm always willing to do that. Any questions for me here, folks? Who wants to go live with me? Ladies first, of course. Thank you, Reborn Again. He said, listen to the number one rule of manifestation is fire. And remember, folks, my podcast is available on the internet here. We have hundreds of millions of listeners that listen to my podcast every single day. All praises to the Most High God is the greatest. So many people are picking up my podcast, listen to it on Apple Podcasts. They listen to it on YouTube. They listen to it on Spotify here, iHeartRadio, and podcasts around the world. Listening to it. Searching Google, typing in Wesley $1 Billion Virgin Podcast, and consuming this information and understanding by consuming this information, it is indirectly changing their lives for the better. It just is. Sometimes we want to know how things work. Sometimes we want to know, how do people just change? How does it happen? One day, a lot of you, one day it's just going to click and everything in your life just changes. What changes? Like your decisions. That's it. Your decisions changes. Your values change. What's important to you changes. Everything. Based off what you're doing right here in this moment here. Okay? How do I create an online biz? It depends on what type of online business you're trying to create. How do you maintain a positive attitude when negative things keep staring at you? First of all, listen, if a negative thought, you said negative is staring at you. So let me ask you a question here. What if somebody was staring at you? Okay? Just what if you were in the elevator, getting ready to leave your apartment complex, and someone was staring at you in the elevator? What you going to do? Hello? You're either going to look away or you're going to why are you staring at me? Stop staring at me. So what do you do when the negative thoughts are staring at you? You tell it to stop looking at, hey, turn around. Stop looking at me. Or you just ignore it. You get it? If it's staring at you, if you say that your negative thought is staring at you, stop looking at it. Okay? Or tell it, say, hey, stop looking at me. Turn around. That's it. And then it will. If you got negative thoughts that are taking place in your mind, okay. Well, stop thinking about the negative thoughts. Because the question is, who's creating the negative thoughts? Now, listen, unconsciously, your mind is just thinking about negativity because it's just, unfortunately, we've been programmed that way. To think about so many negative things that are taking place in our life and other people's lives, right? Based off TV, media, social media, all this stuff, right? It's just adulterating our minds. But listen, if you got a negative thought, you know what you do? Just begin to think positively. That's it. You can't think about a negative and a positive thought at the same time. So if you think about the negative thought, you might say, you know what, man, I just feel like I'm a loser. I just feel like nothing is working. Then you just say, well, I'm not a loser. I'm a winner. And everything is working. You say the exact opposite of what you're thinking. But many of you, when you're deep in your misery or your struggle or your suffering, you feel like you can't get out of it. And I'm telling you, you can. And that's the difference between the winners and the losers. That's the difference between the 1% and the 99% on the planet. You get it? Most people just feel that they're stuck. They just can't get out. I just can't. I just feel this way. I can't. Okay, well, you always be there. And you're powerless. Okay? It's not that you can't, you just don't want to. It's not that you can't, you just don't want to open your mind to consider the fact that you can. You get it? That's all what it is. What's questions for me here? Talk to me. Are you getting value here, folks? Are you loving it or what? Are you loving it? Are you loving it? Hey, kitty, how are you? Questions for me. It's nice meeting you too. Nikki Grapes. Okay. Questions here. What's so funny? My brother, he used to ask me, he said, well, Wesley, what do you do when negative thoughts creep up on you? That's what he said, his exact words. He said, what do you do when negative thoughts creep up on you? I said, which side are they creeping up on your right side or your left side? Like on your right shoulder or your left shoulder? He just started laughing. All right, you got to be very careful on how you describe, things that are taking place in your life. I mean, negative thoughts don't creep up on you. Come on. They're not hiding in the corridors and just coming out on you. No. It's not how it works. As a matter of fact, if you're going to go very deeper here with me, come with the word go deeper if you want me to go deeper, guys and ladies. Let me know if you want me to go deeper. Come with the word go deeper, Wes. Come on. Because I'm about to go deep, real deep. Listen. Listen up. In actuality, there's no such thing as actual positivity and negativity. Like when you say positive thought, negative thought, it's just a thought. As people, we label thoughts to be negative. We do that. There's people on the planet that may think that what you call a negative thought to them is a positive thought. Some of you that think that's a positive thought, that's a negative thought to them. We label thoughts. In actuality, thoughts are just thoughts. Experiences are just experiences. That's it. It's just things that happen. It's not because it's a negative experience or a positive experience. You get it? Okay? It's not. But we label those things. And you know how we label it? Based off our environment. Right? Based off the people that we're around. And, if they say, well, this is negative, then you're like, okay, yeah, I guess this is negative. Well, this is positive. Okay, I guess it is positive. You see how the environment plays such a powerful role on how you attach meanings to things that take place to you in your life. If you call somebody and say, oh my God, he cheated on me, hurt my feelings. And if a girl say, oh my God, I can't believe he did it. Screw him. Screw him. Go do what you want to do. Do a hot girl summer. Or you may have another person say, oh man, that's a beautiful thing. What? That was a beautiful thing. Yeah. I'm glad he cheated on you. He cheated on you now, so you know that you need to leave him. You need to leave him alone. Now you know early that you need to go ahead and navigate outside the relationship. What if it was 5 years? What if it was 10 years? This is a positive. You got people like that. What I'm saying is you have to get around those type of people, right? That's able to strategically unravel a negative so-called experience into a positive. Okay? This will get you to the riches faster here. Hey, Wes, I met a man I really like. He's a billionaire. What do I do? Talk to him. What do you mean? Have a conversation with the man. What's next? Any questions for me? Did you get value here, ladies and gentlemen? Tonight, I believe, was a great rant. I believe this is going to be watched over 1 million times. But with your help, it'll be watched 1 million times. But I need you to like it, and share it. So we'll get that 1 million times watched. We just need 1 million people to see this. They got to hear this stuff, man. This is not taught in our school system. Can I get an amen? This is not taught in universities. This is not taught in the average home. This is not taught to the middle class. It's not taught to the poor class. This is not taught to you. The rich and successful, this is their norm. This is what I teach my children when I'm sharing with you. And I've been teaching my children this since they were 5, 6, 7 years old. So you can imagine how my children are going to be when they become adults. Right? So we need to be able to give that gift to other people. They got to hear this. And it's free. You don't have to buy a program. I don't need your credit card. All you need to do is listen to it. Okay? Any questions for me here? Someone said, Wesley, this is honestly the best rant ever. This is the best of the best. It's not because this is the best of the best. It's because I'm just getting better. I have over 500 episodes of podcasts that I've been doing for the last 3-4 years. With 50 people watching me, 80 people watching, 100 people, 200 people. And I've been very consistent. So it's inevitable for me to get better. You get it? That's the rule of life. Like whatever you do consistently, you will get great at it. Period. If you continue to do it, you will just get great at it. Okay? You don't have to think so much about, I need to learn more ways to speak different ways. I need to tell more stories. I need to do it. No, you will intuitively do it well if you continue to do it. Anything in life. Got it? I love it. Hey, I love you too on a mission. I love all of you. And I know you love me. And I love you as well. How did you teach your kids at 5 years? Easy. Same thing I'm doing here today. I'm a talker. I talk all the time. When I was listening to my personal development CDs, they were in the car, they were listening to it. Maybe they didn't know exactly what they were listening to, but it was going in. It's always going in, folks. You have to understand something. You need to read the book. It's called The Collective Unconscious. But listen, we have a collective unconscious, which means like everything goes in. Everything that you hear is in there. You may not be acting on it, but it's in there. You get it? Conversations, talks, podcasts, videos. It just all goes in. It's in there. Lameless conversations, futile, useless conversations. Yeah. Okay? But it's all going in. Okay? Any questions for me here? Thank you so much. Do I have any young ladies that want to go live here tonight? Do I have any young ladies first, that would like to go live here tonight? Okay. You can always come with the word value if you did get value here tonight. And hit that like button for me if you don't mind. And share this if you don't mind as well. Do I have any requests here to go live? Ladies? I'm shy. Okay. Any questions for me here? Any questions here? Thank you for all the values below. I'm glad that you had a... How many of you had a breakthrough? How many of you feel that you had a breakthrough? Like you just had an aha moment. You said, oh, I got it, Wes. That makes sense. I got it. How many of you had an aha moment? Okay. I have a question. What is your question? How can I work for you, Wes? It all depends what you can do. What's next? Okay. Okay, I got you. All right, so I'm going to allow you guys to listen to this again, but all I need you guys to do, please, just leave a comment below, something nice when I post it on my wall. Just leave a comment below. We have over 89 people in here right now. If I can get 80 of you to come back, it's going to take 2 seconds, and just leave a positive comment under the video. Because what they did, it just adds more social proof. More people will listen to it. That's all I ask from you, from the top of my heart. I don't ask you for anything else. If I can get at least 80 of you to come back to this video, I'm going to post it right now. And just leave a positive comment on your experience of the rant. It would help me if you could do this to all my rants, honestly. But if you could do it to this one specifically, I would be so grateful that you did that. And if you don't do it, it's okay if you don't choose to do that for me right now. I still love you, still care about you. So listen, this is Wesley $1 Billion Virgin. This is Wesley $1 Billion Virgin. And comment below, I will comment, if you will indeed comment on this video once I post it. Can you comment below? I will comment. I just want to read the comments to see how many people that are willing to do that for me. Okay? You just have to type, I will comment or will do. And I will truly appreciate that if you'll do that for me here. And you need to do it right now. It's going to take about 5 seconds. Just take 5 seconds out of your time. And as a matter of fact, if you comment, I'll make sure I hit a heart on your comment so you'll know that I did look at it. And you'll be able to see and feel my appreciation that you did and did that, okay? Thank you so much. This is Wesley $1 Billion Virgin. Much love. Begin to create your reality tonight and do it again tomorrow. And remember that you're never going to doubt yourself ever again. And I love you for that. Let's go.